My name is Millicent Nyawira Kehara, an event planner at House of Events and Entertainment, a graduate of the Wedding Members Business Academy. We, House of Events and Entertainment, offer all event solutions, which include planning weddings and corporate events. We pride ourselves to deliver quality and effective work. The most challenging time is when I had to do a 3-in-1 event within a period of 2 weeks, which included a traditional ceremony for the bride in Uganda, an introduction in Nairobi, and a white wedding in Mombasa. But with the experience acquired over the years, we were able to execute it to the client's satisfaction. At WMBA, I got to learn how to plan and execute an event successfully, and also the do's and the don'ts of the events industry. I recommend anyone interested in joining the events industry to enroll for classes with the Wedding Members Business Academy, because that is where my dream to become a successful planner began.
So now, in this photography, wedding photography, food is very important. It's energy because you need it the whole day. So by the time we're getting to your place in the morning at 6, either we have missed breakfast, or if we decide to have breakfast, we have to wake up at 3. Because if you're having a crew of 6 people coming to your place, it means they're converging at somewhere. So we converge way earlier. I don't mind missing breakfast. I honestly don't. But that is very personal because I'm also not a foodie. I don't eat a lot. I eat to survive. But during lunch, the reception, yeah, it would really help if we had a plate. There are times when food ends in a wedding, and that is okay because, you know, anything can happen in a wedding. Chakula, watu wamekuja, and people eat. It's fine. But I've seen somewhere where you're being told, you know, there's unanyimwa tu. So for us, what we do during lunch, we alternate. When people are eating, there's a team that is already shooting, and then we alternate. So since there's 6 of us, we go in twos, so that nothing is stopping. So sometimes you can find, you've been told even by one of the ushers, hey, you photographers, go and have a meal. So we go, we queue. Then when you queue, there's always someone somewhere who knows other people who have not eaten. So they come there. There's 5 plates. There's 4 of you. Then someone comes, picks 2 plates, gets served, and end alcohol. So by this time you're watching. It's not that I mind being told the food is over. I'm not entitled. But sometimes there are clients who are very nice. I've seen many times the bride calling me from, I'm shooting there at the front, and she calls me, come, have you guys eaten? And it feels good for someone to treat you that way. It feels very nice. You even remain energized for the rest of the day, not only physically, but even your spirit. You really want to do nice shots because you've been treated as a human. And I'm lucky enough, most or all of my clients have treated me nice. But there are many times that I miss food in a wedding. It's because I was just busy, and I understand, and it's not an issue for me. Not for me, not even for anyone of my crew. We always carry water for ourselves. We always carry, at least sometimes I get energy drinks, because food or not, we need good shots, and that is what we came to do. So if we miss journey, we just go and console ourselves with a nice meal, all of us. But if it doesn't happen, life continues. First of all, for myself, I believe a good photo is a good photo. It doesn't matter who did your makeup, as long as we do a photo of you and you like it. For me, I don't focus on a photo that looks a certain way. I focus on a photo that makes you feel a certain way. That's why in my photos, people will wear anything, and I'll be okay posting them, because they make you feel something. You can laugh, you can cry, you can smile, anything. With makeup artists, I've seen sometimes you can miss something. Maybe you're trying to do and I'm a big fan of makeup. I know a lot about makeup, a lot. But I'm not good at applying it. I just know enough to impress my bae. Now, there are times when maybe she might miss a mark. But in that case, it's just for me to find a polite way of saying it, and not, most especially not in front of the client, because I do not want to look like in any way I'm demeaning her. I also don't want to look like I'm showing her her job, because she is the professional, me, I'm just here. So, but yeah, I'll just call her kando and tell her, please, there's a powder here under the neck. If you could brush it a little bit, it would be awesome, because I can be able to see it on the photos. So just brush it for me. I would appreciate. I think any reasonable makeup artist would appreciate that. I don't shy off with telling ladies if something's wrong. Even a strap, I do not shy off from telling you, I can see your strap, pull it on the side a bit. It's better than I shoot and then I pretend that I will spend the whole day photoshopping it. It doesn't work like that. Because then don't get an official, they see online. Tukaenda sovereign suits. What? See, we were given, people ate, and then us were the last ones to eat. We ate, tulikuwa sawa. Tulikuwa dina MC head boy. MC head boy. Sasa, tukaambiwa, after tumemaliza sasa kwenda home tunaambiwa, so each of you will pay 2.5 per plate. Me, I have a crew of 6. Me, I had 4. Head boy had, I think, 6 or 5. Hey, see, it was. That's me, I'm trying to tell the client, see, tu ni lunch, yani. No, you did not tell me. In your contract, it did not include food. It did not include food. Which is true. Lakini, I have never thought food is an issue in Africa. If you've paid for 300 people, wala watu wamekushutia watu 3, 4. It shouldn't be too much to ask for. After all, kama wangekuwa harusi yako, wangekuwa nakula kwao nyumbani. Si ndio? So, anyway, nilihave kulipa. Nikaswipe. Harusi yake hiyo. Nikaswipe. MC head boy, aliitisha shot. Libo na kaitisha shot. Mpaka mnajitetea, huyu anaendesha, huyu hajakula. Hiyo ndio BRIDEZILLA, lakini sijai kuwa na mwingine. But I've had an issue with I understand during the day brides have so many feelings going through them. One time I was shooting a bride who was expectant, and I think something had really spoiled her mood in the morning. I think it's with the the logistics and traffic. So during the photo session, she wasn't smiling. She, when you give her the pose, there's some reluctance. And yeah, that really gave me a hard time. But towards the end of the day, she was already okay. So we did some very awesome photos in the evening. Plus, I'm never in a hurry. Even during the day when we don't have time for photo session, which happens all the time. In the program, it's written photo shoot 1 hour. But that 1 hour, you go to the venue 20 minutes. Bride goes to the washroom, another 20 minutes. And then the other 20 minutes you're supposed to do photos. It's a very short time, but it happens all the time. I think by now, we have already mastered the art of moving things quickly. By the time we get to the photo session, I call like a parade. I tell people, this is what will happen, this is what will happen. When I need you, I will call you. For now, if you're doing selfies, you can do it upper candle. But I will require you right about now. So, yeah. Now, one time, I went to, there was a wedding, and then the groom told me, Willie, make sure you eat, make sure you eat. So I wasn't really keen on food because I really wanted to get the shots. He was really good at dancing, Yen and the bride. So I was very excited when I was shooting, and I was like, afadhali chakula ikae. So eventually I went the last one. Everyone had eaten. So when I go to the caterer, first of all I waited for plates. There were no plates. So I hung around kidogo for plates to come, which they came. Now I was given rice. I was hungry. It was around 3:30. I was given rice, and then there was nyama, which was the only thing in ilikuwa imebaki. So you know the way they scoop meat, and then when they go to put for you, kamoja kanaanguka kwa sufuria. Hey! Now when that one fell, I said, it's all right, ndapambana na hali yangu. It was chicken. I love chicken. People who know me know I love chicken. So Now when I was headed to where I was going to sit and eat, where a hawk came, first of all it slapped me a good one. And now I couldn't fight back because my camera is hanging on this side. So it slapped me, and the worst thing is, it never even took food. It just, it spoiled everything. The garnish and everything, they fanya to. So the meat fell, the rice flew off, it rained, and then it was just looking like mchanganyiko. So anyway, that was the day. Nowadays when I see hawks, when I take food, I go leaning over. They better take me first. Yeah, well, there are times when in-laws are in a hurry because maybe, and you know, this one is I think it's a misunderstanding, because I've seen somewhere where the dress of the bride, the zip had a problem. But you know, you can't keep on announcing that to the people who are outside, because they have sung, and wanaambiwa bibi harusi anatoka. But now they're waiting for their bride. Little do they know that there's just a small lady problem inside. And that's why I always carry in my bag, I always have pins to give the ladies, because it happens even in photo sessions. I have emergency rings because I have seen things happen.
What are some of those things that you've seen that have made you to buy even those pins?
Yes, you go on. You know, ladies, once when you're in a photo session, dress itokane kidogo, the zip, all of them will go to fix that one. So you will not do photos, yet you've been given 1 hour. It's the only 1 hour that has been even named after you, photo session. You're supposed to be doing something with them. So if you're fixing dress, we are not using the time wisely. So I have pins, so that, and I have all sizes, so that if anything happened, I've gone for a wedding, and then the pastor said, and now the rings, and then the best man. That's when you know your services are needed. So you,
what had happened in that wedding? Best man alisahau rings ama couple haikuwa?
The best man had not forgotten the rings. He had given the page boy, but the page boy did not remember. I think Ali misplaced. Alizekelea somewhere. So he only had the box. So we were looking for the ring. We found them eventually. I think in-laws, when you come for the bride, it's good to give them some time. I know sometimes it's good to hurry up, but there are some things which cannot be said outside there that really need to be done. And also brides, it's important for you to prepare early enough. I've seen this when we get to in the morning, everyone is like, no, mi nitafanya makeup wa mwisho, mi nitafanya makeup wa mwisho. Then when we're trying to do photos for the morning, there's always that one person mwenye hajafanywa makeup, ama ndio anafanywa makeup. So you don't want them to miss out. Because if it were me, I would not want to miss out in those photos. So usually I try and give them time. I tell them, no worries, we'll wait for you. But I've seen where the makeup artist is just waiting because everyone has refused to be the first one. These are the things you should look at in the morning that will waste your time. If you don't look at that in the morning, that will waste a lot of time. The ladies' makeup and their preparation, they should start early enough. There are times when in a wedding you're shooting and maybe the bra comes, the dress comes up kidogo, down kidogo. If it's a case, I don't mind walking up to the bride and whispering to her, hey, or even not the bride, the best maid, fix for me the dress because I'm trying to take photos and they're not displaying her in good light. But if I can't control, for example, when ladies are dancing and you know the bra is almost coming off, nobody's trying to say something, I'm trying to tell the best maid, she's not reaching out. Those are the photos I do not give her, unless she really asks for them, because I also do not stay with them a lot. I don't think it's good for me to keep images that are not decent for a client, especially if it's something she does not know of. Nobody would want to see, even in future, I don't think I would want to see my own mother with, dress haikai venye inafaa kukaa. So I don't mind. Even there's this thing at the back, when they tie, and maybe it's on the side a bit, so it's showing a bit of skin. it's not bad skin, it's actually just mgongo, but we all know how that dress should be. So I don't mind telling her, hi, see, call your girls, we fix this. I even step out of the room and I give them a minute to fix so that I walk in. I would want every photo that I take to be at least a position that flatters you. There's even food shots. I would want to take photos of your guests eating, which we do, but we don't do those close-ups. Not you and your big plate and you're there trying to rarua kuku, or you're holding a spoon and I'm waiting for you to go so that I shoot. I don't think that's a photo for me. If I take the whole table, you guys eating together, having fun, having soda, I think that sends the message home rather than close-ups of waiting for when, ladies, they dress up real good during weddings. And then maybe the plate she's carrying is loaded. So I do not want to take a photo that looks like I'm trying to embarrass her. I'll take it from afar so that also we keep at least the photos to be comfortable for her when she's looking at them. Especially ladies, they don't like being seen with a lot of food. Guys don't mind. Guys will even pose. Even I would pose if I saw a camera. But ladies, unless it's what she wants, yeah, I'll take a photo of her, the table and the food, but not dwelling on the amounts. I think mistakes have been thinking there is a lot of time. Wedding might be a whole day, maybe 8 hours, but it could be the shortest 8 hours. Things happen. The pastor might prolong the sermon, or mom might prolong her speech, and you can't cut her off because it's also her day. So, yeah, I think we should be strict on timing so that the rest of the day can flow. One of the things is the place for photo session, because that's where it concerns me. Sometimes if we put it too far, we waste so much time on the road. And I remember there is a wedding that the photo session place was so far. I just called the bride. I told her when they were in their car, I told her, I know the time is a bit tight, and chances are when you get there, you will tell me 10 minutes, which will not be enough. Let's stop here on this road. I'll do nice photos for you. In the evening, we will go back to the place of the photo session. I do not mind, I'll be there. But for now, if we stop here in the middle of this road, we'll have awesome photos. Lucky enough, they did not think I'm crazy. They agreed. So the car stopped, and we did the photo shoot at the roadside. Now, when I came to posting the photos, people asking me which is that road because they want to take photos there. I think the logistics should be well taken care of. Yes, and there's a wedding we went somewhere outside Nairobi. The bride does not stay in the country, and the groom also does not stay in the country. So when we requested them to find, because we asked the client to find us the place where we'll sleep. We only go and check in, because if we take cash, sometimes you're given cash and you go to a place that you've never been. If you land at Kisumu at night, it's 2 a.m. You have money in your pocket, but you don't even know where to take the money. So we like it when the couple organizes that so that we check in, because usually they know the places more than we do. So we go, we check into a hotel in Nyeri. It wasn't very, it was just somewhere we could spend the night. But in the morning, my car had been broken into. They took some of the equipment we had left. They had removed radios and speakers. They just left us wires hanging. So that was an incident that wasn't so nice. However, lucky enough, we don't leave our equipment in the car. We always come out with them, even when we're going to sleep. So whatever was left was some of the things that we would say, that one can be left in the car. We don't need to carry machuma all the way up. Yeah, but we lost quite some bit. Now, there was one time we went for a wedding in Naivasha. And when we were coming from the church going to the photo session, going to or from? Oh, so when we were coming from the photo session, from the church to the photo session, there was some demonstration. Some fishermen were demonstrating because a boat had capsized and the bodies had not been picked and all that. So our car was in front because it was the photographer's car. Gari ya watu ya picha ikuje mbele. So we were leading a BMW. So those people, they blocked our road. Now when they blocked the main road, we decided someone knew the roads huko Naivasha, so we were told, let's go through these other small barabaras. We'll take care the other side. Now when we went, they knew where traffic is going, so they found us there inside the bushes. Now it was bad because they were charged, they were armed, and they were angry and drunk. At least a good number of them were a bit...
Those demonstrators?
Yes, they were drunk. So now they came. Our car was low. It was not an SUV by that time. So they took a big stone and threw it under the car so that we cannot move forward or backward. The other car, the bride's car, also was attacked kidogo. They broke a few things, the bumpers. So they were telling us, hey, tokeni nje. Now, because I had a camera, and by this time they've already come with bikes, they're already seeing inside the car, they're seeing cameras. So because I wear suits during weddings, me and my whole team, we like looking decent. So I came out and I told them, I'm a reporter, nimekuja kutoa story yao niweke huko nje, hata watu harusi sijui. So I need to know who will speak on their behalf. So I asked, nani ataongea between nyinyi? Sema, hey, we, Kimani, kuja uongee nao, watu wa media, kuja uongee nao. So the Kimani was called. And then I was there asking, when ndio unaitwa nani? When ndio chairman, eh? Oh, okay. So what is happened? So alikuwa anani-explainia. Then I thought I was out of the woods until after the interview was over. Nikasema, sasa asanti, nimepata habari yenu, nitapeleka huko kwa TV ndio wakubwa waone, wawashughulikie. Akasema, lakini pia wewe uko kazi, lazima uniachie kitu, lazima uniachie pesa. Now, me, I have woken up to shoot a wedding. I don't work with cash. So I was trying to think, nitatoa wapi pesa. And he told me, si hata wewe unalipagwa. Niachie kitu ama tubebe hii kitu yako. So I thought, 50 bob, my camera. 50 bob, my camera. So I just gave up my 50 bob. Yes, so I became 50 bob less rich. But that's all they needed. They removed the key rock under the car. Well, we have a lot of troubles with and this one I think moms should know. I know moms, they send their kids, shika hii simu, wenda ukapige picha pale mbele. It's okay to take photos. It's part of, harusi and the whole thing. But sometimes, let's have some restriction, because the photos are to be seen by the couple cannot see the things you're seeing. They can only see them through the photos, and they've paid us to do that. So it's not nice to, especially when they're walking outside the church, now after the vows and everything. When they're walking outside, there's always people fighting for shots. This one has a 10-inch iPad. This one has a phone. This one, give the child the phone, so the child has forgotten the pin. So he's trying to unblock it in front of you. It's just a lot of mess. I think it's always good to give priority to the photographer, because even with our photos, if you want, we can give them to you. But yours, you can't give them to us. We can't use them anywhere. You have blocked. But there's a shot I always like getting. You know the way people crowd with phones and iPads? That for me is a shot. So usually I rush to the other side, I take a photo of everyone with their phones, because I think it's awesome the way people fight for shots. But let's not block the photographer. For paparazzi, I respect them. If they're there by consent from the couple, it's fine. I have no issue with them, as long as also they know that they should give priority to the official photographer, and then let them do their hustle. If they're there legally, then it's fine. I don't have an issue with them. Yeah, there's a time when you're waiting for the bride to walk in, and she comes, and you have a very nice shot, and then your battery goes off. So you just need to look for another one. Luckily, me and my crew, their eyes are on me. They're not on the bride. So they know when I give them signs, they even know when I mean fast. So, but luckily also my second photographer has it. So that's the beauty of having two photographers, because you back each other up. However, there are times when the couple is cutting cake, or even they're doing vows, and people think that when they bend, they're not being seen. So someone comes in front of the camera, he bends, and then he passes. but you have a photo of him bending in front of. So no, if you're passing in front, just pass behind the photographer. Bending does not help, not every time. For us, we only do one event per day, and we don't do two. And there are even clients who will say, no, send me someone, I don't care who you'll send. But we are very honest with them. On that day, we are engaged. I'm sorry we can't. I wish most of us would be able to do that. Or if we can duplicate our teams, we have some kind of discipline. I'd also like the word professional to come in. It's good to take nice photos for any wedding, but also give your clients a good service in general. Let it just not be you have nice photos, that's it. Let them enjoy speaking to you, communicating with you. Let them enjoy dealing with you in general. And that I have seen people are lagging behind a bit. And yeah, we also within ourselves, we are looking to improve ourselves day by day. So we want to make our services good and the photos to match the services. I wish the couples had, most couples, I'd wish that the budget-wise, they plan themselves early so that after the wedding, there's no things of, oh, you know, your money, I spent it. It looks very, imagine if I was the photographer and I told you, I spent the deposit you gave me, I need some more money so that I can make it to your wedding. It looks very bad. So it's good to also look also from our end. Yeah, and also it's good, and not only for me, it's good for us to treat each other just good as human beings. I am lucky enough, all my clients are very nice to me, and now napenda wote sana. So things like maybe lunch, it's good to even have an, I remember during my sister when we were planning and I had not started photography well, they had an usher to sort the band guys, to sort the photographers. I remember someone was like, hey, we need to make sure they eat. We are not entitled. Nobody deserves. But it feels good when you're remembered, when someone says, hey, really, you guys, have you had lunch? Sometimes the couples are so busy, they don't even know. But Johnny, they'll ask, did you guys eat? And whether the answer is yes or no, you'd know that these are people who care. They care for you as a human being. So yeah, that would be awesome. Lucky enough, I've never lost footage. We have ways to mitigate those things. One of them is to deliver as soon as possible. The more we remain with them, the more we are at risk. So we deliver as soon as possible so that we can. But I have had a situation where after 2 years, the couple wanted their footage, and now we hadn't, because as we delete it after 1 year, we only keep the original. So I told her, I have the original one, that one I'll always keep for you, but the raw ones, we already did away with them, because we give them a long time for them to give the inputs. Even 6 months, 1 year, we will keep them for you. And then after that, we just create space. So I've never lost footage. I've never lost the photos also. The 6 years of shooting weddings has been awesome. I've seen families grow. There are couples I shot when they're dating, then they got married. Now they have 3 kids, and those kids call me Uncle, and they call me by name, Uncle Willie, because I have become a part of their family. So that to me is also something very nice, something I hold very dear, because I don't look at my clients as clients. I look at them as it's an opportunity to make new friends. You meet them, some of them work here, some of them work there. They refer you to other people. You see them grow, the kids. So they also give me hope as a young person that one day I'll have a wife and many kids. Me, I want like 10, 15 kids there. So I hope whoever is concerned is watching. Photography for me is a way of expressing myself. And that's why I chose to do the things that I love only. So if I only do the events and the photos I've shot, they are photos that define me as a person. Because I love family and love family values, and I love love, and I've written that many times on my page. I love love, and I have many ways of telling love stories. I wanted to be a blogger, but I got too busy, so I decided to merge my blogging skills with my photography. And that's how I tell the stories of how couples met. What people don't know is that those stories, even though they're funny, they have some pinch of truth inside them. So for me, I found photography as a way of expressing myself, and I got lucky enough that people would be willing to pay for that.
My name is Millicent Nyawira Kehara, an event planner at House of Events and Entertainment, a graduate of the Wedding Members Business Academy. We, House of Events and Entertainment, offer all event solutions, which include planning weddings and corporate events. We pride ourselves to deliver quality and effective work. The most challenging time is when I had to do a 3-in-1 event within a period of 2 weeks, which included a traditional ceremony for the bride in Uganda, an introduction in Nairobi, and a white wedding in Mombasa. But with the experience acquired over the years, we were able to execute it to the client's satisfaction. At WMBA, I got to learn how to plan and execute an event successfully, and also the do's and the don'ts of the events industry. I recommend anyone interested in joining the events industry to enroll for classes with the Wedding Members Business Academy, because that is where my dream to become a successful planner began.